From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
Let's talk about sex tourism, specifically the Gambia. The Gambia is located in Africa, and it's old white women's favorite place to be, to exploit the young men of that country. This is not love, this is exploitation. They are traveling to the Gambia to use the men and discard them. We've talked about the Gambia and the old white women before.
A new documentary on the UK's Channel 4 network that was broadcast on Monday reveals how the West African nations of Gambia has become a hotspot for older European holidaymakers, usually women looking to show romantic love to young men in exchange for money or gifts. An elderly white female tourist who spoke with British journalists on the Sex on the Beach documentary attested to how easy it was to hook up with the young men who are locally referred to as bumpsters. She said it's paradise. You could have a different man every night. Face to Face reported, Alka, a 32-year-old Gambian who is married to a Belgian woman twice his age, told Rhodes some of the women come to the coastal nation in search for love while others come for flings, referring to the latter groups as holidaymakers. Sometimes they're not good tourists, they're holidaymakers, he said, someone who comes to f*** you and leave you. Alka added, it really hurts me, referring to the sex tourists and how wealth disparities put some of the cougars in positions where they can prey and take advantage of the young men.
But it seems like it's getting worse and worse. We're seeing more women arriving in the Gambia. We're seeing more old white women holding hands with young black Gambians. And this is an issue because these women know exactly what they're doing. They know that these men, most of the ones that they target, are financially unstable, and it is exploitation. You might say, but the young men are also consenting to it. But just because it's legal doesn't mean that it's morally right. If it was white old men coming and exploiting young girls, we'll discuss it, we'll talk about it, we'll say that this is wrong. But when it's black men, it's not really discussed as much, and that's double standards, I believe. And these are some of the clips coming out of the Gambia recently. This is not only affecting the image of the people, it is also impacting real relationships. You will hear young women talking about how their real relationship has been affected because now this young men rather entertain this white women because there's something in it for them. Maybe they'll give them money, maybe they'll pay for their experience, maybe they'll take them to their country. At the end of the day, it's both sides that we're talking about. It's not just the white women that are the problem, it's the black men that are allowing them to do this as well. But as I said, we cannot overlook the financial situation these young men are in. And the women are exploiting this, knowing that they are doing this because they're desperate. That's what we're talking about. We're not saying that the young men are also not accountable for their actions, but as an African country, the Gambia should not allow this to change their names and the country's name. It's getting worse and worse. More of these European people are traveling there having one thing in mind. I find that to be exploitative, and the younger generation needs protection from this kind of people. So clearly there's an economic imbalance and there's a power imbalance, and we need to do better. We need to create better opportunities for our young people to aspire to. Imagine a younger boy, like a teenager, seeing what's happening and thinking that, okay, that's my way out, instead of learning, instead of finishing school, instead of aspiring to become someone, he aspires to be like his uncle that he's seeing entertaining someone that could be his grandma. That's, of course, is something that needs to be done in-house, and it needs to change. We need to facilitate those opportunities for them before even lecturing them about stop doing this, right? But anyways, fam, what are your thoughts?